Hello everyone and welcome back to part 2 of fractions. So in our last tutorial um, we got to make separating the fraction from the big decimal. So what we're going to do today is we're going to get that number and we're going to multiply it by, at least in this case, 10,000, so that way we can get a whole number. And through there we'll be able to simplify this number with 10,000, so that way we can get finally our fraction. So whatever you had on the screen last time, just take it off. That's what I did. And for fconvert, delete whatever you may have had in there. What we're going to do is we're going to do this. We're going to make a new fconvert object. So fconvert fc equals new fconvert, and now we need to get the length of this fraction. So let's do int length equals fc dot, and let's even though we haven't made it yet, let's call this length deci, and then we're going to take the fraction as our parameter. So now let's do alt enter, create method in fraction. So let's get rid of whatever that is, and let's call this public, just cause. So in here we're going to do this int length equals, now we need to get the length of this again, so why don't we do this? Let's get this string variable and let's just copy this, and instead of num, let's call this fraction, and we need to get the double of it, because big decimal is just an object, it's not a variable that has a number to it, it's just a fraction. So we need to get the double value of it. So string value of fraction double value length. So now that we have that, let's do int length 2, because when we get this, we're going to get returned the length, but for some reason this length is going to be plus 2, so instead of 4 it's going to be 6. So let's just do length minus 2, or actually we don't need to make a new value, let's just subtract it from here, minus 2. So now we're going to do return length, simple as that. And let's make another one called let's do numerator divided by num divide denominator, and we're going to get in here the decimal, the big decimal fraction again, and we're going to get what has to be divided by. So let's call this base 10. Now how we're going to get that 10,000 is by doing this. We already got the length of the decimal, right? So this is what we're going to do. Now that we have the length, let's do int 10 base equals, or int, because we're going to be using math.power, and math.power takes doubles and returns a double, it doesn't return a variable. And the reason why is because math.power could be 1.2 to the power of some number, 1.5 or whatever, so it has to return a double. But we're just using integers, right? But no worries, we just assign the length as a double, we just make it a temporary variable. So double not length 10, and we're going to do it to the power of what our length was. Yep, no errors. And now if we do system.out.println, we're going to get, actually let's do, here's another way to make everything, when you format this, to make everything look really nice. So let's get denominator is, and then what you're going to do is what's it called, percentage, comma, and then D. And what D is, it's a double, right? So even though it's not necessarily a double, it's just a digit. D is digit. So now what we're going to put in here is 10b. Now if we run this, if we don't have any errors, denominator is 10,000. So the only issue with format is that they don't have a format with new line. You have to put that in yourself, but that's really easy to do. So just put your percentage and then n, and that means new line. So now let's do our num divide 10. So let's do this. We need our fraction, so let's go and make an int numerator and int denominator, and we're going to assign numerator int, and we need to do fraction dot get the double value, obviously, and we're going to multiply this by base 10, and our numerator is going to be 5,301, or whatever number you put in the decimal, and our denominator is simply going to be what our base 10 is. So denominator is going to equal to base 10. And system.println, and we're going to put numerator is numerator. Now if we run this, which we're not going to, we're going to do now fc dot num divide 10, fraction of 10, and now if we run this, numerator is 5,301, which is exactly what we want. Even if we take off that 1, we're going to get a proper number. Our numerator is 53, which is correct, because even though it's 530, technically it can be reduced to 53, and our denominator is 100. So this is it for this lesson. I hope you were able to learn something from this, and in our next tutorial we're going to actually now learn how to simplify all this. So have a wonderful day. Hit that like button, share, and comment if you have any questions. Have a good one.